making headlines in a mega NewsX exclusive. Dalai Lama has written a letter to the Arunachal governor in which he has hailed India as a model for other nations to follow. With this letter, he also sent out a strong message to China. In the letter, Dalai Lama said that his recent visit to Arunachal Pradesh stirred memories of his escape. He also hailed India as a land of Karuna. Dalai Lama said that his recent visit to Arunachal Pradesh stirred memories of his escape. He also hailed India as a land of Karuna and Ahimsa. Responding to Dalai Lama's recent Tawang visit, we saw how China sent out a message as well in Arunachal Pradesh saying that was non-negotiable as the Chinese government released standardized Chinese names of 6 towns in the northeastern state. Let's go across to my colleague, Saurav Sanyal, joining us with more updates. Good morning, Saurav. We're looking at how Dalai Lama has really hit back after what China did the last few days ago, renaming some of those states, towns in Arunachal Pradesh. Dalai Lama sending out a very strong message saying that people need to learn, countries need to learn from India.
Well, that's right, Akshay. In fact, this letter that we have been able to access, the letter that Dalai Lama sent to the governor of Arunachal Pradesh, profusely thanking him for the warmth that he received when he landed in Arunachal Pradesh. Now, remember, he has, we have to read between the lines over here as to what the Dalai Lama is trying to say, because on one hand, he has, hailed the government of India in a way, because he has said that he is completely, in a way, with the love and the affection that has been showered on the Dalai Lama, that definitely, for the Dalai Lama, that has revived the sense of freedom that he had expressed, and which is clearly spelled out in the letter after he escaped from Tibet. So 1959 is what the Dalai Lama is referring to, and those memories have come back to Dalai Lama. So in a way, Dalai Lama is stamping the Indian version, saying that Arunachal is an integral part of India. There is no question when it comes to the territory of Arunachal Pradesh that is part of the sovereign, and there is no question of compromise of the sovereignty of the Indian state as far as India is concerned. So Dalai Lama clearly vouching for that. He goes on to say in that letter that India is surely a role model, and he says that India definitely has respectful secular approach to all religions. So that again is a very strong message that has been sent out. We know that, as you rightly pointed out, Akshay, that how China has been, continuously trying to, has tried to meddle with India's internal affairs when it comes to Dalai Lama's visit to the Arunachal Pradesh. But we saw that the government of India come out in full support of Dalai Lama's visit and said that the Dalai Lama was a state guest and Dalai Lama will travel to Arunachal Pradesh and his schedule will go on as planned. So that clearly has been India's stand, and Dalai Lama too, clearly reciprocating that, because the whatever was done by the government of India to facilitate his visit to Arunachal Pradesh, his visit to Tawang, this is Dalai Lama's way of reciprocating and saying thank you. But he has also, in that process, sent out a very, very strong message to China. And he has said that India surely has emerged as a role model. India surely is a role model for 7 billion people across the world. And clearly, Dalai Lama has hailed India. And so Dalai Lama has gone on to say that India is a land of Karuna and that India is a model for others to follow. So that is, in as many words, a very strong message that Dalai Lama has sent to China. So we'll now have to wait and watch and see if China actually reacts to the statement that has come in from Dalai Lama.
All right, we'll leave it at that, Saurav. Thanks very much for joining us with those details.